Hey everyone, it's Paul here. I'm here with my buddy Sean from Aurora, and I'm in Newmarket. We're here with another episode of Conversations with Neighbur in Newmarket and Aurora. Hey Sean,
And
how's it going?
Aurora, that's right. How's it going,
Yeah,
Paul? I'm good.
good. I guess we could say Aurora and Newmarket, right? If that
It's
makes you
almost
feel
the
a bit
same
better.
thing. I don't want to offend anybody, but it almost
Yeah,
really is the same thing. We're so
yeah.
close by.
So it's great. I'm really excited about this episode because we got a couple of friends here. We have Karen from the Able Network. Hi, Karen. And we have
Hi, Paul.
Gemma,
Hi,
who's
Sean.
also relates to the Able Network, and she relates to Snap as well. She's a great employee. We've had, like, she's been around Snap and Neighbor a lot longer than you, Sean. So technically, she's your boss. But one of
I've
the
Yeah.
things,
heard that before. I've heard that before. I think she's referred to herself as my boss before. And actually, one time she wrote me up, and I don't even know what I did, but she left a note on my desk telling me that I was being written up for something, and I had to do some chores around the office to make up for it. So there you
yeah.
go.
Did you do those? Did he do the chores, Gem?
He did.
Oh, that's good. That's
There you
good.
go.
As long as he's following his boss's advice. But I mean,
Yeah.
today's show is really about World Down Syndrome Day, which is a big day, March 21st. This show, we're a little secret, we're recording a couple days in advance, but we're hitting the street with it on March 21st, which is World Down Syndrome Day. Are you excited about that, Jem?
I'm excited
Yeah. What are some special things we do with World Down Syndrome Day?
to let people know all over the world about Down syndrome.
Yeah. And what kind of, you do some fun stuff. I know Karen's maybe ready. I'm teeing it up for Karen. What do you do with your like socks and stuff? What's that all about? Oh, here comes
What's
everyone's
coming up?
here comes everyone's speech. Just so you know, we haven't done a lot of podcasts. Hey Sean, where we've got feet more than
First,
shots.
first time for
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
So people wear mix match socks and have fun with it. It's a fun thing, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to throw it over to Karen. So welcome, Karen. Karen's from the Able Network. And Karen, maybe you can tell us more about yourself and the Able Network and, just what's up. So tell
Okay,
us,
thanks,
Karen,
Paul.
about yeah, you're welcome.
So Gemma and I know each other really well from the Able Network. We've worked together for many years. Although Gemma attends our Aurora location, Able Network has 3 locations in York Region. And that's where I started out working with Gemma. And I'm now down in our Richmond Hill location, managing that location. So I don't get to see Gemma as much as I used to, but I really enjoy opportunities to see Gemma. We also have a location in Stouffville, and with the 3 locations, we support 33 individuals who have intellectual disabilities. Of those, just over half of our participants have Down syndrome. And we love supporting our participants in a community-based program, although our community looks very different right now during this
Yeah.
pandemic.
And what sort of
what we
things,
used to
Karen?
do.
Yeah, what sort of things would you do with? I've had the privilege of actually coming with as Gemma's guest to the Able Network in Aurora, which I think is the original one, for lunch one day, and it was really inspiring. But what sort of programming do you do, Karen? Like, what are some of the things?
Yeah, so thanks for asking. So we do that. Our model is consistent across all our locations. So we are a community-based program, which is different from a center-based program, which there are some amazing center-based programs out there where day programs where participants would go during the day, stay there usually the entire day and do activities. Our program is designed so that our participants come to us in the morning, we all meet, we talk about the plan for the day, and then people sort of go out and do their own thing during or in the community. That will be either independently going to work or doing community service. or with a group going to a local fitness center and working out together, as a group doing community service, and transit training, pedestrian safety training is a big part of our program so that all of our young adults can get out and be independent in the community, get around safely, and get to all of their respective placements during the day. We do some activities at our home bases that will be traditional literacy skills, math, just as a continuing education component, life skills, so grocery shopping, meal preparation, cooking together, cleaning duties,
I just want to stop you for 1 second. You said meal preparation. No, I think it's good. I'm about to interject some humor. Because meal preparation, Sean, has Gemma ever made you a meal? Like, I'm thinking maybe
She's holding out on us.
She skipped that class because I've been there. I'm always hungry at Snap. I've never had Gemma go, oh, hey, Sean and Paul, I made you a hot dog or something like that. So I think,
No,
Karen,
never.
you need a refresher course with Gemma on that one. I'm just saying. But
I've got a little comeback on that, and that might be because we do healthy meal planning, Paul. And maybe Gemma knows that Paul's favorite meals might. I'm not saying not healthy, but maybe, just maybe, Gemma feels like you might not enjoy some of the healthy, nutritious meals we prepare at Able Network.
Well,
boom.
Yeah, boom. But I think we can sort of have some fun here. Counter to that, Karen, how long have you worked at Snap for? About
Since almost the end of high school.
And how old are you now then? I don't know if it's
I am 32.
32. So you've been around Snap for like 13, 14 years, right? And so
12 years.
12 years. So I've been around Gemma, Karen for a long time. And I'm going to say she's also not on like, can I have more salad kick either. So we've had lots of cake together and Diet Cokes and lots of fun things that we do at Snap. But I want to say at Snap, Gemma adds a tremendous amount of value to Snap. She does a fantastic job. I always, not even jokingly, say she's the best worker because she's serious when she's at work and wants to keep doing her work. She doesn't like to horse around like Sean would or I would.
Yeah.
So she works really hard and likes to be attentive to her job. Gemma, how many jobs do you have? I know it's not just
I have at least 4 now. 4 jobs.
4 jobs. So your bank account must be huge. You must have like money to burn here. So I'm going to put it out to our listeners. Anybody looking for a loan? Gemma's got lots of money. She charges 25% interest on her money because her money, rich people just keep making more and more money all the time.
I see, Paul. I give them money. I give them money to Able Network where I go.
See, and she's charitable, which is another thing.
She hits all the boxes. I can hardly handle 1 job, and she's got 4 of them.
I know, 4 jobs. So that's great, Gemma. I know you work at the school board. You do Snap. You do. What's the name of is it a shoe company or a clothing company?
Omar's and now Sunrise.
And Sunrise. So you just working jobs all over the place. And Gemma, how have you found, like, during COVID times, is it hard or, like, you're at home all the time? Are you bored a bit or?
I'm not bored. It's not hard at all, actually. Even last summer, let's go through 2 more surgeries with heart. Yeah. And I feel a lot better now.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep. And one more thing. My sister is engaged.
Oh, sweet. So when's that wedding?
Next year in August.
Nice. Are you going to be like a flower girl or something?
Actually, even better. Maid of honor.
Holy cow.
Oh, Gemma.
So I look forward to seeing all those photos.
That's amazing, Gemma.
Yeah. Thank you, John.
So you're going to be all fancy and rocking the nice dress and everything?
Yep.
That's good.
I'm also getting a new dress.
New dress, nice.
Yeah.
Wow, you're fancy. Make your mom
Yeah.
pay for it or your sister though. Keep that bank
Actually,
account. Keep that
my
bank account
sister's
nice and
paying
filled.
for it.
Sweet. Now is she? I know your sister lives in Ottawa. Are you
Yeah.
doing it in? Are you doing it around here, or are you doing it in Ottawa? The wedding.
It's not Ottawa, but outside of Ottawa, but
Oh
near
yeah.
us.
So
Yeah.
you get a trip out of it. You get a new dress. You get to be
Yeah.
the maid of honor. August
Yeah.
sounds like August is going to be a good time for you.
Yeah. And also, it's my brother's birthday on August 8th.
Nice.
Wow.
So Karen, I know
Yes.
like and you might not have all the answers, but like Abel, how much does it rely on funding, say from fundraisers and things like that, and you get money from the government, or kind of like what is the breakdown of funding for Abel?
Yes. Yeah, so we are a fee-for-service charity. So we do fundraise. We rely heavily on fundraising. The cost to our families because we're a fee-for-service charity. So the cost to our families, we really like to obviously offset as much as we possibly can with fundraising. We've really been lucky over the years. We've been able to cover approximately 50% of our operating costs with fundraising. So it's huge. It saves a lot of money for our families and allows us to provide our awesome participants with a lot of great activities. So we have major fundraising events, and we rely on donations and smaller fundraising events. It helps us hugely.
How has it been during COVID? Has it been like fundraising? Has that been a challenge or?
It has, it has. Although our biggest fundraiser of the year is, and Paul, you're familiar with this. You support Gemma every year. Is our 5K walk at the Toronto Waterfront Marathon. We've done this for years. We go down as a group. All of our participants fundraise, collect sponsors, and we bring in a lot of our fundraising money. This year the event was virtual. However, our participants still made great fundraising efforts, still brought in a lot of money for us. They went out and they walked with their families. Families were really, really supportive. So it was a different way of doing things this year. However, that was successful. Other fundraising events we've had to postpone, just because we can't gather. So looking forward to being able to get out there and have some of our bigger fundraising events as we have in the past. But we have had generous donors. We had Paul Snaps did a nice a concert for us in the summer where you raised some money for us. That was really helpful. And folks have been good, but we do need the community to open up again so that we can have some of our other events that we look forward to every year.
How much would you say it's off? Like because of COVID, is it off like a percentage? Would you say you've only raised half as much, or would you, even if you ballpark off the top of your head?
Less, definitely less.
It's hard to say.
I can't say because I'm not the one who does
money person?
Those numbers.
No, that's Gemma.
Yeah, I'm not
She's
the money
the
person.
one with all the money.
Yeah.
Gemma, I kept forgetting because on the Scotiabank run, I would see Gemma all the time. So she would always remind me. I'm always like forgetful. So she'd be like, hey, you got 5 more days, or you got 3 more days, or 7 more days.
Yeah.
At the end, because I'm not seeing her, my cell phone was blowing up with Gemma sending me reminders, like right down to the 11th hour. You still haven't sponsored me yet. So nothing gets by Gemma. So
no.
But I think there's a lot of virtual events out there. Like Sean and I are exposed to a lot of ideas, and I think maybe even there's ideas that people can contribute, if you will, contribute ideas even to this podcast. People are gonna be able to log in, see Karen's contact information if they want to make a donation or find out more information about Able. You're going to be able to do that and connect with Karen that way, or maybe just make a donation or see how you can get involved with Able. Maybe you have jobs that are available. As I said, I know Gemma's added a tremendous amount to Snap and the culture, and like everybody loves Gemma, mostly because she reminds us when it's her birthday, and we all are fortunate that we get to buy her our birthday gifts.
And she keeps everybody in line. She keeps everybody in line. That's for sure.
Right. But I mean, she brings like, I've never seen, well, I've seen Gemma cry a couple times, but it's always happy tears. And you know what I mean? Like Gemma always is a ray of sunshine that comes in. And I know her favorite words are like awesome and like how you doing, awesome and fantastic.
And great.
And all the,
awesome, great, fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Those are Gemma's favorite. Yeah. Whereas like Sean could use more of that vocabulary too, more than I need a raise, right? Anyway, but it's really good.
I had a question for Karen. Just going back to the start when we were kind of introing, you said that Able Network supports about 33 participants, right? Is that what you said?
Yes.
You said I think 16 of them have Down syndrome.
Yeah, a little over 50%, little over half.
Okay, so then March 21st is obviously going to be a really important day. Aside from wearing the mismatched socks, colorful socks that you guys were, so nice to show us.
Here we go again.
What else do you guys have planned? Is there any events or virtual things that you guys have going on, or?
Oh, are you for World Down Syndrome Day, or for?
Yeah.
There's Gemma's socks again.
Oh, Gemma's socks. You know what? We're Zooming, right? We Zoom 5 days a week, so no doubt you're gonna see us with our colorful socks across our Zoom screens, celebrating World Down Syndrome Day. But no, apart from the fact that we'll rock our socks and we'll celebrate all of our awesome participants, we don't have other events planned.
So I think there's some things we can do, and we will be doing, and it's going to involve our social media programs. But I'm going to suggest we just take a break here for a second. If anyone needs to go to the washroom or whatever, we'll come back in a second.
Hey there, it's Sarah from Omar Shoes, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about what we're doing this year for World Down Syndrome Day on March 21st. On this special day, people around the world rock their mismatched socks to show their support to celebrate the beautiful differences that some of us are born with. From now until March 24th, with every purchase of a pair of socks, Omar Shoes will donate $1 to the Able Network. This is a community-based organization that provides incredible opportunities for young adults who have intellectual disabilities. Stop in the store now to purchase your socks, and while you're at it, come check out our new spring arrivals. See you soon!
So great, here we are. It's good to be back. It's always good to have commercials playing on our podcast because, once again, it's important for us to be making money so we can pay Gemma so she can build her bank account and charge everyone 25% interest.
Exactly.
Okay? So
Not really.
I know we do things at Snap, like through our social media. Sean, maybe you could talk about that. I know Taylor does things. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of stuff that we can do specifically centered around World Down Syndrome Day with basically just creating events on our Snap websites in all the different communities so that it's showing up on our calendars, in the print calendars, in our in the Snap Hub app when people are surfing around looking for events. And then once people are submitting that content to us and tagging us on social media, we can create just a big album that we can spread across social media and in the newspaper of everybody rocking their fun socks in support of World Down Syndrome Day, and just create that buzz and just add that more to it, and we can kind of tie things in to help raise money and donations for Able Network and other organizations that are involved with World Down Syndrome Day. So I think the power of social media in this case is really strong, and we're definitely going to be doing some things. So keep an eye out for that stuff.
Yeah, and then it'll show up in the newspapers and on our social channels, and there's lots of cool things we can do. So I look forward to that. What else have you got going on these days, Gem? Like, have you picked up any hobbies, new hobbies, or anything like that? Or I know you're sick.
Yeah. Let me. Yeah. So I'm not working right now, So I'm singing in to my workouts, dancing, and having. I still do gymnastics on Tuesday.
So you're doing gymnastics, you're dancing, you're singing, you're really an entertainer, right? Like,
yes.
That's your side hustle is being an entertainer, and then you work 9 to 5 and make the money, so you can be an entertainer in the evenings and on the weekends.
The trifecta: singer, dancer, actor.
Right. Yeah. What about you, Karen? How's your singing?
Oh, you may have heard me sing before, and it's you know what? I say this all the time. I can't sing, but that does not stop me from singing because I love to sing.
Yeah, that's good. From what I heard, you are a good singer. Rumor has it that you're a good singer. So there's been lots of exciting things that we've been chatting about. I want to make sure that we're continuing to support and people continue to support. Would you say Able is looking, let's assume COVID is now moved away a bit or a lot away. Let's assume that might be the fall or something like that.
Yeah.
Would Able be looking for employers to, hire some of their people, like Gemma's out there? Is that something you're always looking for, like employment placement, or I don't know how you describe it?
We are, yeah. We are. So we're always looking for good partnerships. We call them community partnerships. They're businesses in our local communities who will provide some employment, and we're not looking for Monday to Friday 9 to 5 positions. Our participants we do job carving with, so we look to potential employers and ask if there's something that our participants can do for maybe 2-hour shifts of 2 or 3 days a week to start. We're in there to support our participants, to help them with the training, to provide support to the employers until such time that our participants are able to perform their job duties with little support, and then we go in and provide just sort of ongoing job visits to make sure that everything is going smoothly. And we're always looking for good placements. Our participants who walk through the community and or take transit are able to get to these placements, provided that they're within a reasonable transit or commutable distance. We don't know that we're going to have all the same community partners post-COVID that we did pre-COVID. A lot of the businesses have suffered, sadly. We don't know if everybody will have the same employment opportunities that they did pre-COVID. So yeah, we're always looking for suitable community partners who would work with us.
I think it's one of the things we've been trying to do, I know as Sean and I as Snap, is making sure we're supporting all the businesses. I do find that people seem to be working a lot stronger together and being cognizant of OMARS, because OMARS is an important part of the community, but it's important for Gemma, and we have to make sure everyone's surviving and potentially thriving on the other side and doing everything we need to do. So it's important for us all to be supporting each other, even as simple as having a podcast and making people aware of what's going on and what's happening with Gemma and her fancy wedding coming up in August and those kind of things. So do you have any more questions there, Sean? Or
no, that covers everything. I think what you're saying, though, it's so true about supporting local businesses, and there's a lot of ways that people can do it that are free, going on and liking their social media pages, commenting and sharing, leaving a review on Google, or if it's a restaurant, on maybe Uber Eats or Skip the Dishes, things like that. I know they sound like little things, but if everyone was to do it, hopefully we're through COVID sooner rather than later, but it would really help these businesses get to the other side and keep their doors open so Gemma and other
Yeah.
people that are participants at Able Network have places to work. So
Yeah.
And
Karen, I
Paul,
know you had your hand up, even though we're on a podcast and a lot of people are just listening. For the people that are just listening and not watching this podcast, Karen has her hand up and would like to ask something. So go ahead there, Karen.
the hand was for you and Paul, or you and Sean. So yeah, you had mentioned Omar's, and I felt like, and I hope this is okay, but I wanted to just say Omar's has been an outstanding community partner of Able Networks for years. Wonderful, wonderful shop, shoe store and clothing store in Aurora. Raz, who owns Omar's, is also on Able Network's board of directors and is hugely, hugely supportive of Able and is one of Gemma's employers. And can't say enough about Omar's and their support for us. They completely beautiful example of how community partnership works. They love our participants, Gemma and Adam, who both work there. And we know that Raz and his lovely wife May really value Gemma and Adam. So it's a beautiful partnership.
Yeah.
And,
so you're more than welcome on our podcast. We are about community. You can give every shout out you want. Is there any other companies or organizations you'd like to shout out beyond Omar's? Or
do you know what, there are so many that I'd be afraid to miss something. We have so many, in Aurora, in Stouffville, in Richmond Hill, we have so many wonderful community partners, people who absolutely adore working with our participants, really value the work that they do and what they bring to their organizations. One thing I can think of just quickly is the York Region District School Board, who also employs Gemma and a couple of other of our participants. They have told us many times that when our guys are at work, it changes the environment, how everybody's feeling that day. People are happy. Employees are happy when our guys are there at work those days. If they take vacation, 2 weeks later, we'll go in for a visit and they'll say, "Oh, I really, really missed them while they were away. Things weren't the same without them."
Yeah.
And it's like
I can say for Sean and I, we miss Gemma.
It's the same here. She's
Yeah,
a ray of
we miss
sunshine. It looked like Gemma had a question there. Is that your hand up, Gemma?
Yes, it's not a question.
Oh,
It's not a question per se. But Omar's is selling socks for World Autism Day. Go
okay.
to Omar's.
Go to
Good
Omar's
point.
and
Okay,
get our
so-
socks.
There you
Yes.
go.
Okay.
we
There you go. It sounds like Omar should have been the commercial here. But everyone, we want. No, but I'm a big believer in Omar's supporting. I think it's especially true now. Omar's has been a fabric in Gemma's life and Abel's life, a current that has run through Aurora and Newmarket and in our area.
Yeah.
And it's really important to recognize people like that. And now is the time. Like if I've got to buy some colorful socks, that's where I'm going. Because it is the time for me to support or Sean to support. It is the time for us to ensure, life is an ebb and a flow, right? So we have to make sure that we're always supporting people. And I'm happy that you and Gemma kind of pointed that out. Now I'm going to start winding this podcast down. Is there anything you guys further want to say? Because people will be able to connect at the end. You'll be able to go to our Buzz 505 page and see this podcast and be able to connect with Karen and find the Able Network's website and phone numbers and all that kind of stuff. Is there anything you guys want to say at the end of this podcast that around World Down Syndrome Day or whatever you want? Jem, go ahead.
Please donate.
Please donate. Big money, lots of
Yes.
money, or whatever you can donate. I think a donation is always good. Some people are, it's challenged right now. So even $5 is good, and people like Sean making the big bucks, he can donate like $100, right? So
Any donation is a good
any
donation.
any donation is good, and any support I think is good. I think if we all do it as a community to support, our community and people like Gemma and Karen, I think that's an awesome thing. What about you, Karen? Is there anything you want to say besides how handsome Sean and I are?
Oh, I mean that goes without saying, of course.
Yeah.
There are so many wonderful organizations that provide programming and support and resources for people with Down syndrome, and if you can connect with in any way, provide assistance to, whether it's donations or just getting involved, volunteering your time. We're all about building inclusive communities, right? And the more that people can get involved and help make our communities inclusive, the better our communities are for us to live and play and enjoy. So
yeah, that's good. So I'm just going to leave this. This is for Sean and I to take it home. One thing I learned today was Gemma knows how to cook. And Gemma, we've got a new office that we're building, and a new place for you to come and work at. But I think the first day you come to work, you have to bring Sean and I lunch, or make us lunch. What do you think, Sean?
I second that.
There
Maybe
you go.
some barbecue?
Barbecue, whatever.
Not barbecue.
Whatever.
Cheese.
Maybe sandwiches, whatever you want, Gem. You can make whatever you want for us. Chips, cake, whatever you want. So
We'll see about that.
Okay, so I look forward to the day, Gem, that we're all back together. We could hug each other and say hi to each other. And Karen, I look forward to seeing you soon and doing more with, as Neighbur and Snapped and everything, helping Abel out more. And I want to thank everyone with my partner here, Sean. Thank you guys,
Thanks, guys.
for being on. Thanks for being on the show today. Hey, we can wave. We can all wave. Okay, see you, everybody.
We'll see you soon. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.